I'm Justin Fite. I work for Appistry. We're a company, a software company based out of St. Louis. And I've been there for 3 years. We're about 6 years old. We have a software product that's essentially a cloud application platform. I'll skip this, but essentially it's the definition. I think there's a lot of arguing that can go on in terms of what it means to be cloud. There's lots of different perspectives, but essentially it's a mechanism in order to deliver IT capabilities, applications, infrastructure, whatever it might be, in a new way that's significantly different than the way we've done it traditionally. Go ahead, Dave. I'll talk a little bit about the situation that we find ourselves in. I mean, we view the world this way, which is cloud can be interpreted privately or publicly. A lot of the publicity is around public clouds, EC2, those types of things, and Google. There's a lot of investment around the industry going into private clouds, essentially trying to get those characteristics inside the data center. It'll be a while before you get all the way to Amazon, but in the meantime, you've got to wring some value out of that capability inside your own organization. So we see the world in a series of stacks. This is kind of a common diagram I've seen before, which is essentially at the bottom is infrastructure, whether that's coming from, whether that's, kind of self-service through EC2 or much more full service through places like Bluelock. It gives you a basis for, expandable resources. I think we come at this from an application perspective. In order to get the benefits of cloud, you can't just have your app on the cloud. It has to have the characteristics of cloud, which means it has to be resilient, it has to expand, it has to do the things that the promise of cloud brings to us. Go ahead, Dave. I think what's often missing, what we find missing, what organizations we talk to don't see yet, is the platform. Now, you can go to places like Google, you can go to App Engine, and you can get a lot of capability there, but you also get some restrictions, right? It's got to be written in Python. You've got to use their structure, so it's somewhat limiting. That's on one end of the spectrum. I think what we're trying to do, what we see necessary, is some sort of common platform that allows people to put their applications, to have those applications be enabled for whether they're private clouds, whether they're public clouds hosted someplace else, some way to garner the characteristics of cloud for the apps, which means your app can run on one machine or it can run on 500 machines if necessary. We've got people we work with that have 5,000 applications that they want to get off of siloed hardware and put into some sort of common infrastructure. Those are real major problems, and that's a challenge because the management of that becomes significant. And that's what Appistry does, is we provide that software layer sitting on top of whatever infrastructure layer is necessary and enable the applications to exist in that cloud infrastructure. Any questions? Thank you.